Howdy everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of Regen Rovers, where today we're going to be playing against the law. Metropolitan Police FC, although I don't think they're really policemen anymore. I believe, I've Wikipedia'd it, the commissioner refused to sanction time off for playing. However, the club is still part funded by a police staff lottery, so that's quite interesting. I had to play on that idea, didn't I? But first of all, we're going to be playing our rivals, Poole Town. Now, for those of you that don't know, first series, parallel universe, Regen Rovers replaced Poole Town, so there's a rivalry there. Although, to be fair, in this universe, Poole Town won't even know about that, will they? Except Jack Young has now released the information, so they do know, so they hate us with their guts. So we're going to be taking on Poole Town first, and then we're going to be taking on a Met Police. So just quickly wanted to talk to you about the series schedule, because a few people have asked. Hopefully, it's obvious from episode 1 and 2. Both those episodes went out at 5 PM UK time. So that is the time that I will release videos during the week. I hope to release videos as many weekdays as possible. But please bear in mind, I do actually have a real full-time job. Fortunately, I work from home, so this is possible. But there are days when I might have to go to meetings and I just can't get a video recorded. However, I will update you via social media, Twitter, Facebook, I've got the Instagram, I don't know if I'll update that as much, but yes, certainly Twitter I will update, and also those of you in the Discord server, I'll update there as well. If you want to join the Discord, there is a link in the description below, and every now and then on a Sunday I will release a video, and that will be up at 11 AM UK time before all the football starts in the afternoon. And on that note, it would be fantastic if you could subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, because I'm not that far away from the big 50,000, and that is just an insane number to me. It will mean so much to me when we reach that milestone. Additionally, there is a little bell button next to the subscribe button. You'll find it on desktop and mobile. That will just send notifications when I release a video, because YouTube's a bit crap these days at actually notifying people or showing people that I've released a video. But remember, just check the channel at 5 PM every weekday to see if I've uploaded. Hopefully, like I said, it will be most weekdays. So let's get on with the episode then. So since you last saw me in episode 2, we have failed to win again. We're down in 15th place. We've got 5 points from 5 games. We've drawn 2 and lost 2. That first game was encouraging, but it might have been a little bit of a false sense of hope, because you can see Weymouth having a terrible season at the moment, only 5 games in, remember, 4 points. I think Weymouth and Poole are actually 2 of the favourites to go up. If I just have a quick look, Weymouth are the favourites, Poole are one of the favourites because they got relegated from the division above, and they're both in the relegations, and we're still at the bottom. We're still we've actually gone down. We're 30 to 1 now, rather than, I think we're up to about 26 to 1 at one point. But yeah, it's been tough. We drew 2-2 against Frome. I'll show you the goals in a second. We drew 1-1 against Tiverton. We lost 1-0 against Supermarine. It's not Swindon Submarine, Supermarine. And we lost 2-0 against Farnborough. So it's not ideal. But these 2 draws were actually quite encouraging. I'll show you these goals. They took the lead, but Sean Walker, once again, scored for us. I'm liking this chap. He was our best player once again. As a result of a throw. Newell, our left back, our best player, according to the game, involved. Okafor outright to Rob Grigg. Rob Grigg's on fire. Your attack is nullified. And Walker headed home. Yeah, that chant was popular in the comments. I don't know whether it should be Rob Grigg's on fire, your attack is terrified to like fit with the actual lyrics, or Rob Grigg's on fire, your attack is nullified. I mean, that kind of makes more sense for a defender, doesn't it? But that will feature in Fan Corner, of course. Thank you to everyone that suggested various things, chants and player ideas, because I did release Revelations 2. If you missed that video, go and check it out. I just looked at all the players in detail and asked for your feedback on player backstories, and I think that's just adds another depth to this level. People were saying Robin Gribb should be a fireman because of the song, of course. However, I think he's only 17. Don't you have to be 18 to be a fireman? So he could potentially become a fireman at the age of 18. But at the moment, he's working in Greggs. Why is this highlight so long? This was our second equaliser of the game. Mullen involved. Putting it. This is the best own goal ever. Oh, that is fantastic, isn't it? We then drew 1-1 against Tiverton. Unfortunately, they equalised in the 86th minute, but a very good away point. And Tom Newell, man of the match, he grabbed the goal, and it was from a free kick as well, playing in all black today, because Tiverton, look at their colours. They're basically the same as us. So we had to play in all black. I did say I was going to sort out the 3D kits, but I still haven't got around to doing that. We then lost 1-0 against Swindon Supermarine. We tried. We tried with all our might in the second half, but we just couldn't break them down. And then a 2-0 loss away from home against Farnborough. Once again, having to play in our home strip. I think we're going to be playing in our home strip most of the time, which I don't mind because everyone loves the home strip of a club, don't they? So it's not the end of the world, but we haven't actually seen our away or third shirt yet. It wasn't a good game. Tom Newell had a disaster at left back. Trollope actually played quite well. They were just all over us, and I've altered the tactics a little bit ahead of this match against Poole Town for that reason. We're going with a proper 4-4-2. I've brought Russell Higgs into the team. Someone's already created a Twitter account for him, by the way. And I've just made it a bit more solid. We're going cautious. I'm going with shorter passing still. I'm not really sure if we should. Maybe we should go a bit more direct. People have been saying I should call the tactic the Regen press. A lot of people suggested that before the series started. However, it's not really a gegenpress tactic. I know we're counter-pressing and stuff, but it's not really. If we look at this, we're not. The pressing intensity is just standard. We don't have a high line of engagement. But over time, I can develop the tactic and we can turn it into the Regen press. But at this stage of the series, I think we need to be playing something a bit more simple. I've signed a couple more players. Firstly, I don't really know why I signed Ryan Sandbridge. He's got loads of ones, but he scored a hat-trick against me, I think, for the Felixstowe under-18s. So I thought, I've got to sign him. You know, he looks awful, but I've got to give him a go. He's 20 years old. He's going to be playing for the under-23s. Plus, he's on a non-contract, so he won't actually earn any money until he plays for us. I don't think they earn money for under-23 appearances, do they? Surely just for the first team. I might be wrong. We might be wasting money that way because he'll be playing for the under-23s, but I'm not really sure. And next, Okafor hasn't really impressed me the last few games. I thought we need a better central midfielder alongside Sean Walker. So this guy was actually on trial with me in the summer, and I couldn't convince him to sign. However, I have managed to get him on loan. 10 passing, 11 vision, not bad. At this level, that's really impressive. So he's going to be playing alongside Sean Walker. I possibly might swap them. I mean, Walker's got 14 on passing, but doesn't have quite as high vision. But there's two good options there in central midfield. I think we've got a relatively strong partnership there. I hope. We'll find out, won't we? I have some good news. The Regen Rovers shirts are starting to be delivered. I still haven't received mine, but thank you to Mark for sending in a picture. You're going to appear in today's Fan Corner. That is the away shirt. You can buy the home, away and third shirt via link in the description below. They're pretty reasonably priced, actually, but they do take 4 to 6 weeks to arrive. So if you want one before Christmas, now's the time to get one. Oh, I really hope mine arrives soon. They were meant to be my uniform for the series. I am wearing this, which you can buy as well. I need to put a link somewhere. That's a bit of a cheaper option, just a regular t-shirt. As you can see, people really going on with the Robin Grigg on Fire thing. Thank you to everyone that is interacting already. It has been fantastic so far, the support for the series. Let's keep it going. Let's get cracking with today's match then. You've already seen my lineup. Classic 4-4-2. We've got Fawkes up front, who scored in the first game. And Dress, our pressing forward, still hasn't managed to score a competitive goal. So the Poole Town team, rivals, have taken this journey to our ground. Not the longest journey in the world. Depends on traffic. I mean, it's always a bit unpredictable, that road. But we do welcome them, even though they are rivals. They'll be hoping to beat us at our own ground. Look at the glorious Gold Stadium. Their best player this season is this chap, Joe Cairns. Physically all right. I mean, I don't think our players are too bad, actually, looking at opposition players. They're probably more well-rounded than ours, generally. But we do have some okay players. I really like Fawkes. He's got 14 on finishing. He's a little bit slow, but he's quite a big chap as well. How tall is he? Where does it say his height and stuff? I've actually lost that. Here it is. Yeah, he's 194 centimetres tall, 83 kilograms. Sorry if you're not used to centimetres and kilograms. I always use feet and stone in real life, but Football Manager I've always been centimetres and kilograms. I don't really know why. Also, I've put this in. People were requesting that I put the little graph. I don't actually use this little graph thing, but a lot of people do. So there you go. It's time to put an end to this poor run of form. Go out there and make it count. That didn't work. Come on, lads. And we need better. I don't know whether going 4-4-2 is just going to make us more boring. It probably will. I've never been a fan of 4-4-2 in Football Manager. But this is real life. I'm the real life manager of Regen Rovers, aren't I, remember? It's going to work. I'm going to send my assistant to do that. Jazz can't be bothered. Let's get on with this then. So we're playing in our home kit, of course. Gold and black. I love our gold shorts. They're just so shiny, aren't they? Russell Higgs playing on the left-hand side of midfield, hoping to impress. He is apparently our second best player. But this is a chance possibly for Poole Town in the relegation zone, hoping to get out of it with a win against us. It's crossed in, headed away well by Newell, and now Winter gets in on his debut, of course. Pumping it up the pitch, looking for Fawkes. Here's Higgs, into Fawkes. Back out wide to Higgs. Down the line, looking for Fawkes. This is brilliant football. Fawkes is through. And he finishes! It's his second goal of the season. Russell Higgs with the assist. That was lovely play between them. We're 1-0 up against Poole Town, our rivals. Look at this. It was great play. What a ball from Russell Higgs. I'm glad I've brought him into the team. Fawkes, number 10, finishes brilliantly. By the way, I can't pick numbers at this level. It's just assigns them randomly according to their position on the pitch. But Fawkes is our number 10 today, and Higgs is our number 7. That works nicely. I've gone for cautious rather than positive now. So we'll hopefully be able to counter. Oh no! What's happened? Oh dear, defensively all over the place. Rob Grigg didn't nullify their defence. It was probably more Newell's fault there. I don't know what he was doing. Let's look at this again. Let's just analyse this defensive calamity from our back four. In fact, Grigg, look, he didn't nullify the defence. He tried to go for the header. Cook best all over the place. Chef, what are you doing? And Devlin smashed it into the roof of the net past Trollope. Get creative. That tends to work. I always just use encourage. That doesn't work on FM19, I've noticed. Here come Poole again then. They do look pretty good on the ball. It's out wide to Dixon. Crossed in. Uh-oh. Trollope, where were you? I think we might have to go attacking, guys, because we're on cautious and we're 2-1 down. I'm going to go attacking. Such a positive start to this game. And we've fallen apart. But here's Mullen, who's not done anything in this game so far. But he's put it over the top for Andres. Andres, he's got Fawkes. Fawkes, you have to score. And he does. 2-2. We're back into it straight away. Do I keep it on attacking? Do we go for the third? I'm going to do it. We're at home. But this is a brilliant goal from kickoff. What a ball through from Mullen and Andres with the composure to find Fawkes. And he's got that 14 on finishing. Is he the new Jack Young? He's an absolute giant, so he's not really like for like, but he could be our new hero. I don't want to heap pressure on him, but I am. 2-2 at half-time, 56% possession. We've played quite well defensively, shoddy. I'm going to go for that. Oh, bloody hell. No, Fawkes, you've been brilliant. I'm very happy. He's confused. I've confused Fawkes. I've thought because we do it for the fans, we're playing our rivals. It hasn't worked, but you never know. It might. Sometimes you have an awful half-time team talk and it turns out okay. But most of the time it doesn't. Here they come. Roberts is through. Round the back. Roberts. Great save. Trollope. First thing he's done today. Why have we got so many seats behind the goal and no one sits in them? It's ridiculous. The Flame Pit. They're a bit quiet today. Time to make a sub. Ray Winter's not exactly impressed on his debut, but nor is Sean Walker alongside him. Do I bring Okafor on? I might swap them actually. Let's try it the other way round. Mullen's not... defensively, yeah, we've not been great, but Rob Grigg, he's looking nervous. He's not nullifying their attack. I'm bringing him off for Richard Brown. Trollope's actually on a 7.1. 7.2. Maybe we'll go to balanced now. Although it's a bit too late. We'll see what happens. Oh, no. Chef, where are you? Good save. We're going back to cautious. Try and hit them on the break. I'm nervous. I really want to hold on for at least a draw against Poole. It's crossed in. It's off the crossbar and Winter puts it behind. Sensible defending. I'm nervous. Why is there a giant football in the corner? It's just so random. It's crossed in. Headed away. Might bring Andres off. Ray Rigg. Now, I've been training him up as a pressing forward. He's more of an attacking midfielder, but I'm going to bring him on. See how he does as the pressing forward. 10 minutes to go. Kirkwood into the path of Higgs, who got the assist. Over the top, looking for Fawkes. He wasn't quite switched on there, but he's closing down, putting pressure on now. Mullen. Oh, this is a good position. Mullen. Oh, Fawkes. Is he offside? Is he offside? Has he got his hat-trick? I thought it was offside. That's why I was saying I didn't want to celebrate. He just didn't quite get back in time. Mullen, a great ball to be fair, but unlucky lads. 4 minutes to go. Trollope to Newell. Down the line for Higgs. It's an interesting ball. Oh, come on, close down. Rigg, come on. Ray Rigg. Oh, Mullen intercepts brilliantly. Mullen to Rigg. Rigg. Fawkes. Hat trick. Is he offside again? It's offside again! Oh my! 2 offside goals. Oh, Box, what are you doing? Okay, we've been unlucky, haven't we? But he's played well, but he's just strayed offside a couple times. Okay, I'm going to bring Winter off. We're going to throw on Okafor. Swap those two around again. But it looks like we're going to get another draw. That's okay. They are predicted to finish in the top, towards the top. I know they've had a bad season so far. Oh no, they're going to score at the death. Trollope catches it, thank goodness. They've actually had a lot more shots. They created 2 clear-cut chances. Overall, I'm happy with that. Let's go for that. That's delighted them. 6 points. 6 points from 6. 16th in the table. If we can get a point per game, I think we'd just about stay up. Salisbury running away with it, by the way. So it's time for the first Ask the Manager feature. In episode 2, I asked you to ask me questions in the comment section using the hashtag ATM. Remember to use that hashtag if you do want to ask me a question for future episodes. I've got a massive list of them now, which I'll be using over the coming episodes, over the coming weeks. There's loads. But I'm going to be answering 3 questions today, as they kind of tie in nicely with the start of the series. So the first one, from the Yellow Gamer: how did you come up with the idea of Regen Rovers? I've always really liked Regens on Football Manager because their players are unique to you. No one else has them. And I love that idea. But it was actually a YouTuber called Cutsy. You might know him. FIFA YouTuber, does Youth Squad Legends, and he basically does a similar concept but on FIFA. So I think it was 2016 when he did his crew series for FIFA 17 and got me thinking I could do this but with Football Manager. And that's kind of what inspired me, really. Next up is this question from Braden Jackson. If Regen Rovers unfortunately finish in the relegation zone, are there leagues below or does the club become unplayable? I did mention this, but I just want to clarify. I have loaded down to the 8th tier. We're in the 7th tier. If we get relegated, hopefully Jack Young will keep me as manager and I'll be able to play on. There's also the 9th tier available, so I can just go to the add/remove leagues button at the end of... So say we get relegated to the 8th tier this season, I will add in the 9th tier just in case we get relegated again. And lastly, this question from Rod Zimmer to me, the manager of Regen Rovers. How do I think the squad will get on in the next few seasons? And do you think we'll be able to make it as a professional club? How will I build the squad? There's a few questions there. There's a few questions all about loan signings, etc. So I thought this was a good one for today's episode because it's the start of the series. I'll be answering more personal questions at some point. Lots of people have asked me various different things, predictions for the Premier League, etc. But I'll answer them in future episodes. I think this season will be okay. I think the first season will be the toughest season. There's a chance we might get relegated. That win against Weymouth was very encouraging, but since then been disappointing. I'll be looking to bring more players into the club, trying to improve the squad, of course. It seems that I can only really loan players from other teams. I think at the end of this first season, it should hopefully be a bit easier to find players to come to me on a free and will actually sign for me properly rather than on loan. And we will eventually become a professional club. I think it's when you reach League 2 that you have to become a professional club. So, I don't know how long it will take us to get there. We shall see. This is exciting, the FA Cup second qualifying round draw. Let's see what we get. Should we do it properly? Well, it's going to take forever, isn't it? I'm just going to press draw teams. We're going to be playing Tiverton again. The team that are kind of rivals because of the same colour, but they're not rivals on it. Maybe we'll eventually become rivals with them. I've also had the Southern League Cup draw. We're going to play in Alverchurch, and we're also going to be taking on Fareham in the second round of the Hampshire Senior Cup. So lots of cup competitions to look forward to. It's come to my attention that we've only had one injury on this save. Toby Douglas in the under-23s has picked up quite a severe injury, but I've literally not had anything else. Jeremy Cook-Best is going to give the whole team food poisoning now, isn't he? Tom Newell is a hero because he's rejected about 15 clubs now. He loves Regen Rovers. What a brilliant lad. He wants to stay in Winchester. Oh no, I've got a manager already unhappy. Gosport manager. We've just lost 5-0 against Malden and Tiptree. In fact, that's the perfect opportunity for Paul's big day out. Lovely place. It's where all that jam's made, you know? The jam from Essex. It's from Tiptree. I've been to the factory. I've had a lovely tea in the little cafe. Walked around the little museum. Go and check it out if you're over in the east. Morgan Fawkes, what a hero. 10 in training. Legend. So this is the journey we're taking up to Greater London to take on Met Police. There's 3 different options here, but I think we'll go up the M3 today. It's looking relatively clear. 12th versus 16th. I'm tempted to play Ray Rigg instead of Ross Andress. He doesn't look much like a striker, but he's got that free kick ability that we don't really have in the team at the moment. Should we give him a go? He's only 16 years old. Ross Andrew, he's just not done anything for us, the 25-year-old. It's been disappointing. He's picked up an assist, of course, in the last game, to be fair. I mean, that was a good assist, but I expect more from him. So we're going to give Ray Rig a go against the police. Oh, are we going to play in our away kit today? Because it's showing white. We might be playing in our away kit. That'd be good. They are the favourites. We're currently only 2 points above the relegation zone. It's still early days. If we win, we go above them. So, yeah. In fact, if we win and things go right, we could be up towards the playoffs. Let's get on with this then. I'm sticking with Ray Winter in the middle. They're going with a 4-4-2. They're playing one regen. Dave Poole. Surely he should have played in the last match. Alongside their best player of the season, Bernard. Great name. Christie. My granddad's called Bernard. Cracking name, isn't it? Oh, they were playing another regen. Anthony at the back. Martin Anthony. He's got some ones, but he's got 11 on marking. We're going to stick with a cautious approach because we're away from home. I just asked my assistant to do that. I think we'll close down Bernard. Show him onto his weaker foot as well. They're relaxed. That's nice. I'm going to speak to the attack. I have faith in you. Make the difference. Forks was fan. I should have done the old pick up where you left off last time, but I forgot to do that. This is the Met Police Stadium then. Loads of policemen. Oh, it's scary, isn't it? So this is our away kit. White. I thought we had black. I thought I did black shorts. Oh, they've picked up an injury. Apparently I should be playing more long balls. Should we give that a go? Standard passing directness. Let's give that a go. Nothing so far. This is the first highlight of the game. Look at those brick walls. They're intimidating. Knocked long. Newell heads it away. As far as Winter. Winter back to Trollope. Knocks it long. Oh, Rig. No, Forks. Through to Rig. He can't finish though. But he does this time. And he gets his first ever goal for Regen Rovers. Forks with a lovely assist. And Ray Rig. Look at him. Poor little bloke. He's 16 and he's bold. But he finds the back of the net with a lovely finish in the end, in fact. Look, Met Police have a giant football in the corner as well. So it's not long. I don't know what Anthony's doing there. It was almost like a rugby ball bounce. And then Forks, delightful ball through. Look at how short he is compared to Forks. The little fella. I mean, he's got hair here. So he's got hair on the pitch, but not off the pitch. He puts a wig on for his matches, doesn't he? Wants to look good in front of the camera. Here's Winter, through to Rig. Back to Winter. This is nice play. This is encouraging. Rig. Walker. Don't really know what that was, but we're closing down. Look at us closing down. The pressure. We've got 4 players out of position now, though, so that's a little bit dangerous. And now, what are you doing? My gingerhead defender, Kirkwood. It's crossed in. Back post. Oh, no. 1-1. Defending all over the place once again from us. Rob Grigg, you're on fire. What are you doing? You should be defending. You should be nullifying their attack. It's crossed in by Poole. Look at this. I think it might be Grigg. What is he doing? I mean, Mullen then knocked it. Our 2 defenders, Rig and Chef, they just got in the way of each other. And Mullen had to take drastic action, but didn't do it very well. Into Hayden. Oh, no, this is a goal, isn't it? I can sense a goal. It's crossed in. Christie, off the bar. And Newell with an interesting back heel kind of flick clearance. It didn't quite go far enough, and here they come again. Williams, into Hayden. To Poole, turns, good defending. Oh no, it's blocked by our own player, I think. I don't know what happened there. Nash cuts inside. This is just non-league football, isn't it, at its best? Here they come again, but that's the end of that highlight. What a strange highlight. They're overwhelmed by the feedback, apparently, from their manager. I reckon the manager's like the chief superintendent or something, isn't he, of the Met Police. Although apparently they're not allowed time off to play. What do I say? Happy with the performance? I'm going to say that because hopefully it will inspire them. This tactic, by the way, I'm playing 4-4-2. I've changed the tactic. I don't quite get the tactic system because I've literally changed it completely and it's still calling it Gegenpress. But it's not Gegenpress. This is like I don't know why it shows this name. Does anyone know? Because I've renamed it the Phoenix version 2 and it doesn't show that. It shows like the preset formation that the game suggests. So I'm a little bit confused how to change that. There might be an easy way. I don't know. Here's Rig with a corner. Puts it into the danger zone. It's headed away. Forks after it though. He's so big. It's Rig. He's so small. It's crossed in. Relatively dangerously, but it was headed away in the end. I'm not sure why we're not going after it. What are we doing? Get back! Ah, the lazy players. Here's Christie. Why aren't we getting back? Here we go, we're back. But this looks ominous. It's crossed deep. And it's 2-1. Nash struts away the bastard. Look at him strutting. George Nash makes it... What? Once again, sorry, but Rob Griggs on fire. Our defence is terrified. Because look, but then again, there's 3 players going for it, including Mullen, Chef and Grigg. I mean, annoying. He just can't defend. Why is Sean Walker disinterested? Why am I not on the pitch? Okay, calm down, Paul. We've got a highlight. Chef into Walker. Come on, Walker, do something. Out wide to Grigg. Into Mullen. Into the box, but no, not great. Is this actually going to be a highlight? It's not clear by Met Police. Come on, Kirkwood, good defending. Oh, Winter, what the hell is that? Christie's through. Good save, Trollope. Do I go for encourage? I just don't think it works. I'm going to demand more. Cleared by Newell. Pumped clear. Oh no, pressured by the feedback. Rig and Forks are focused though. Disinterested Sean Walker. What are you on today? I'm going to bring on Okafor for him. Poor. Really poor from him. Maybe it's because I've got too many lone players. Griggs not playing well again. I want Grigg to be good. Higgs hasn't played well today. I might bring on Parsons and play him as an attacking winger there. Yeah, put him on attack. We've got to go for this now. Why have I still got it on cautious? I'm a prune. Corner to Met Police again. It's crossed in. It's in. And it's all over. We're losing this game, guys. This is going to be a tough season. That win against Weymouth, it's our only one of the season. It made me think that, wow, we can have a good season. But it was only the first day, remember. Once again, another stadium with loads of seats behind the goal and no one sitting in it. Going to bring Ross Andres on for Forks. He's not played particularly well today. We'll give him a go as the poacher. I am going to go more direct. And we'll try a bit of gegenpress, regen press. We're going to give it a go. Press in urgency. Extremely urgent. Prevent short goalkeeper. Line of engagement high. Let's get these lads up the pitch. Let's whip the crosses in. Higher tempo. Let's give it a go for the last few minutes. We might end up losing 5-1, but at least we can say we've given it a go. Come on, lads. We're not giving it a go. Push forward. 2 minutes. Look, we're trying to stop the short goalkeeper there. Here's Kirkwood heading into Okafor. This is an opportunity. Rig to Winter. Winter! Yes, we're back in it. Winter with his first goal in his second appearance for the club. We're going very attacking for the last few minutes. That worked brilliantly because it put pressure. Timms had to knock it out the pitch. Kirkwood, really good header. Look at our high defensive line. Rig with an assist, a goal and an assist. He's worked brilliantly today as the pressing forward. But can we get back into it? There's 3 minutes of injury time. If I can turn this around, that'd be glorious. In comes Chef over the top, looking for Andres. He's not running after it very fast, is he? And now Met Police. Nurse. A nurse plays for Met Police. That's great. Come on. What are you doing? Why are you dawdling? Knocks it long. Rig's never going to win that in the air. Chef. Long old punt. Okafor putting pressure on them. Parsons, our sub. Down the left. Crosses it in. Rig with the header over the bar. How did he get up for it? Ray Rig's our new hero. Forks and Rig. Love them. But we're going to lose this game, unfortunately. We've given it our best shot. I said if we give it our best shot in the last few minutes, I'll be happy. And we have. They created the chances. They had the shots. They got the most goals. They win 3-2. But we were away from home. Ray Rig with a brilliant performance. The little fella. Love him. He's not that small, I must add. Unlucky boys. That's a good reaction. So we've got 3 cup games coming up in a week. I feel like I should show them for episode 4. I know I won't have played any games in between, but it's our first ever foray into cup competitions. We've got the Southern League Cup first, the FA Cup second qualifying round, and then Fareham in the second round of the Hampshire Senior Cup. Why not? Let's do it. Episode 4 will be those 3 matches. Thank you for watching today's episode. If you haven't done so already, it would be amazing if you can hit that like button. The support on the first 2 episodes have been insane. Let's keep it going. But until next time, come on you younglings. Getting a bit tight at the bottom.